Okay, today we are simply reviewing our chapter or topic 10 material. So this is one of those crazy papers, you know the deal. Write your name on, this side, and then turn it back over until you see topic 10, reteaching or review. That's what we'll be doing. Okay, so the first thing that we're going to do is if you look at your paper here, okay, make sure you get your name on there. Got that? Good. Now, what we're going to do is we can use our hundreds chart to help us add, okay? So we're going to find 35 on the hundreds chart right there. And then when you found 35, in order to add 20, 20 is how many tens? That's right, it's 2 tens. 20 is the same thing as 2 tens, and so that means we move down on our hundreds chart 2 times, because each time we move down, that is a 10, right? We're adding a 10 every time we move down. So we start at 35, we move down 2 times for our 2 tens, and we stop at, that's right, 55. Okay? Now, you're going to do numbers 1 and number 2 the same way. All right? So we're not going to worry about pausing the video much today. This is going to go actually pretty quickly, so you guys will get a decent amount of time doing and messing on Prodigy. Okay? So looking down here at the bottom, looking at number 1, they're asking us to add 21 and 30. So the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to go find the number 21. Okay, and there we go. That's where we start. That's where the chart begins. And then we're adding 30. So we're going to move down how many places? That's right, 3. We're going to move down 3 places because 3 places down means we're adding 3 tens, which is the same thing as 30. So we're going to move 1, 2, and 3 right there. And so we see that 21 plus 30 makes, that's right, 51. Okay? So go ahead and write that down. And then let's look at number 2. For number 2, we're going to start at 43. 1, 2, 3. And they've asked us to add 20. So again, we know from up here that that means we'll be moving down 2 places. 1, 2, and those are our 2 tens. And that we finish at, that's right, 63. Okay? So when you get done with those, go ahead and flip over. And this time they're not giving you a chart. They want you to add 33 and 30, 33 and 40, 33 and 50. So I will have you pause the video and do that. So pause the video and do number 3 now. Very good. So we'll look at those really quickly. 33, that's our starting point. Now the only number that changes is our tens place, which is the first number. And it's going to get bigger by 3, that's right. So 33 and 30, you should have finished with 63. 33 and 40, our 3 is going to get bigger by 4, so you should have finished at 73. And then 33 and 50, you should have finished at 83. If you didn't get that and you're confused by it, raise your thumb. I'll be happy to come around and help you. If not, let's go to the center, okay? So in the center, we're going to look at number 4 first. And for number 4, this is what we're talking about doing here. We're adding 33 and 6. But let's look up here at our example. They started out with 17, and then they added 9, okay? So they started here with a 10 and 7, and then they added some, and they ended up with 26. So we look, and we see that we started with a 1 in the tens place. We ended with a 2 in the tens place. So did we regroup? Yes, we did, because my tens place changed. If your tens place changes when you're adding the number, then you regrouped. So we started with a 1 in the tens place, finished with a 2. So you're going to add 33 and 6. And whenever you finish, did you regroup? 26 and 7, did you regroup? So I'd like for you to pause the video now, and I'd like for you to do numbers 4 and 5. Okay? Very good. Now let's look at 33 and 6. With 33 and 6, we can start with 33 up here, and I'm going to count up 6 places. So I've got 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39. I added 6. I started with a 3 in the tens place. I had 39, so I ended with a 3 in the tens place. So did my tens place change? No. So did I regroup? No. Okay. So let's look at number 5. We started with 26 and we finished with 7, or we added 7. So we're going to start with 26 right here, and I'm going to add 7. Okay. We start with 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33. Okay, I added 7 to 26. And so right here I should have 33. Started with a 2 in the tens place. Finished with a 3 in the tens place. So did my tens place change? Yes, it did. So did I regroup? Yes, I did. Now, if you're confused by either one of those, raise your thumb. I'm happy to come around and help you, okay? So now, let's turn our paper to this side, all right? And this is where we have that little funny box. Not a big deal. We're not really worried that much about the box yet. I just want to get you used to seeing it. So this is where we're lining up our tens and ones. So we're going to start with 15. We're going to add 10. And in order to figure that out, we're going to put it here. So I'm going to put 15, so a 1 in the tens and a 5 in the ones. For 10, I'm going to put a 1 in the tens and a 0 in the ones. And I'm going to add my ones together to make 5. Add my tens together, and it makes 2. So I have 25. So 15 and 10 is 25. Okay? I would like for you to do this one. The story that goes along with it is Yogita has 11 red counters. She has 20 blue counters. How many counters does she have in all? I would like for you to pause the video and do this whole thing. Don't forget about that little box there. Pause the video and do that now, please. So, very good. So we're going to put our numbers right here. Our first box is going to have 11. Our second box will have 20. We have an 11 in this place and a 20 in this place. And then underneath the box, I should have a 1 for 11, because 11 has 1 10 and 1 1. So 11 should be right here just underneath the box for our 10s and just next to that. And then we should have a 2 underneath our 1 and a 0. Okay? So we should have 11 and 20. And then down here we should have a 3 in the 10s and a 1 in the 1s for 31. So 11 plus 20 is 31. 11, 20, 31. Okay? If that didn't make any sense, please make sure you raise your thumb. I'll come around and help you. Other than that, if everything made sense to you and you're good and you're confident and comfortable, then I'm good for you. Go ahead and log yourself into Prodigy.